Hey guys, so I've known my boyfriend has been cheating on me for about 4 days. He has been cheating with not one, not two, but 3 lovely ladies. So in those 4 days, I gathered all the evidence I could find and decided to make him this lovely new wallpaper. It took me about 2 hours to super glue all of the proof to his wall, but I definitely thought it was worth it.
Oh my goodness.
Here is the end result. As you can see, it is a masterpiece.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd be able to hold it together to do that. That's a level of commitment that is admirable. I don't know. I don't know if I'd be able to handle it. I don't know.
My long-term boyfriend and I broke up after he cheated on me. To make things worse, he kept acting like he still wanted to be with me, basically playing with my heart even more. He was terrible and I was furious, so I shredded his passport. If he wasn't going anywhere with me, he wasn't going anywhere. Period. That's savage. At the beginning I was feeling really bad for this person, but don't shred someone's passport. That would be so annoying. Getting your passport renewed sucks. I mean, in the grand scheme of things that are bad, it's not that bad, but it's still an inconvenience. I'll at least say that.
Yeah.
Не спасибо.
This is like one of the oldest, this is like one of the first videos I've ever seen, I think, on the internet. At least that I remember. It's an old one, but it's interesting that when he initially pours the drink on her, her reaction is to turn around. Like, I feel if I was just sitting there with somebody and I felt someone pour something on me, my initial reaction would turn around like, what's going on, you know what I mean? I don't know if I had my hands up ready to go or what, but she just sat there and took it.
My boyfriend of nearly 10 years cheated on me. I moved out but went back 10 days later to collect the rest of my things while he was at work. I realized he'd already moved his new woman in as her stuff was all over my house, her clothes on my wardrobe, etc. What I did was I cleaned the toilet with their toothbrushes and then put them back in the cup for them to use that evening. Ew! That is next level evil trickery.
Tastes like shit. Actual shit.
Like, don't get me wrong, that would be a terrible experience. That would be heartbreaking. But that's so gross. I thought that kind of stuff only happened in movies, but apparently people really are out there doing it. Living their own movie life.
Becky, my wife, had left her email open. There's one from kissinggates.com, some sort of rural dating site. Thought that's a bit strange, so I signed in. Here's her profile, Becky Jones, 37. There she is, beautiful. I have a confession to make. My husband doesn't know I'm on here. Well, I do now, darling. He's been married for 5 years, and he's a complete idiot and completely crazy. Love 2 things in my life, my horses and my convertible Peugeot.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Wow. It sucks to suck. At least he didn't do anything to the horse because that would have upset me. But yeah, the car, do what you gotta do to it. I mean, yeah, you guys know I don't like cheaters. But I'm also like, I don't know. I feel I would be spiteful and petty, but at the same time, to me, the biggest revenge is just surpassing them in every possible way. Success. Anything that you find that you consider success, whether that's finding love, you know, having a family, fame, whatever it is, I would just do whatever made me happy, because I think at the end of the day, once you're with somebody and you lose them and you see them thrive, that hurts the most. So but again, I also feel like I wouldn't mind smashing out some windows, so we'll see.
My ex and I were together for 2 years before I found out how much of a liar and cheater he was, so I decided to get revenge in a way he would really feel it. After we broke up, I decided to sleep with his brother. He doesn't know yet, but I'm hoping he'll find out when the timing is just right. What? That's crazy, because now you are being a betrayer to your ex, because that's rude. Regardless of the lying and cheating he did to you, it's still rude. But now his brother is also a betrayer? Is there a word for a betrayer?
Adulterer, fornicator.
Because I don't think that that's a word. Maybe it is. If it is, you know me, just a walking dictionary. 2 wrongs don't make a right. 1 doesn't either, but Come on.
Dear Dave, tell your girlfriend, your wife, and kids, say hi. P.S. I cleaned our bank. You're broke. Love Nikki and the kids. But I'm curious who's taking the picture. Is it Dave? Looks like a guy. I can't tell for sure by the reflection there. I don't know. It's hard to tell with someone. I don't know if that's a guy. I can't tell. You just tell there's a body there. I don't know. It's one person though. And I feel like Nikki would probably be with the kids, right? So maybe that's Dave.
My ex was sleeping with women he met on an online dating site. He filmed it and posted the videos on the internet. When made mistakes in the stories he was telling me to cover up what he was doing, I was able to find these videos and photos of him. I saved everything I could, found him on several other websites, and presented it to him. He tried denying everything despite timestamps on the videos and photos. I gave him ultimatums, demanded the truth, and when he continued to lie, I sent it all to his mother. Ew! That lady didn't deserve that. That lady did not deserve that, okay? I understand the point because like then she'll get mad at him and then maybe it'll sink in or you know whatever, but ew, no thank you. Again, sometimes you just gotta like move on, you know? A friend of mine sought revenge on her husband by advertising a cheating, lying yard sale on website Craigslist. While he was away with his floozy, she planned to sell all of his possessions like his favorite leather sofa and recliners and ultimately the house they shared. Whoa! That's the craziest yard sale I've ever seen. They're selling the whole lot. She also offered customers to view the remaining ashes of her ex-husband's clothes that she burned for no additional cost. All proceeds of the sale went towards their divorce. Yikes. Would you get in legal trouble for this? That's my question. I asked that like I was waiting for someone to respond to me in real life. Can you sell somebody else's? I don't feel like you can't sell somebody else's possessions. I feel like you can't sell a house if you both own it. Maybe she owned the house herself? I don't know. I need more context to know the legalities of this situation.
I know a lot about the law and various other lawyerings.
I can't stop shaking. This man's about to fucking die. He's gonna die.
Thought you need a condom, huh? Do you figure she's gonna run it? Yeah, don't look at me like that. You figure she's my
mean, he says, yeah, my head stops hurting. Morgan said, Shalon just Snapchatted me. And I said, what? What did he say? He said, what are you doing? I'm bored. So I said, you better play along. So she did. So she said, I am bored too. Want to hang out? He said, yeah, come on over. She said, okay. He said, are we gonna need a condom?
So hold on, what's the issue here? He's practicing safety. He's asking if they need a protection. Keeping it safe. No, I will say, I never understood this whole, I'm gonna hook up with my girlfriend's best friend. Let alone, like I say, I don't cheat, I don't condone cheating either, but like, I can tell you guys right now, if a girl that I was dating tried to hook up with either one of my best friends, I think right away they would rip her a new one. But you know, that's what family does, they take care of each other.
A friend of mine who recently discovered her boyfriend, Tim, had been cheating on her, sought revenge in the most savage and explicit ways possible. Ooh, the tea. What did she do? Well, she posted a photo of herself on Facebook, a photo of her face, a face that had just been blasted by a fresh batch of I can't finish reading this. I can't finish reading this, you guys! On Facebook? I'm not saying that she's the one in the wrong, I'm just saying the bravery, the audacity to post that on the internet? Aunt Linda got a surprise that day. This one was wild. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think the only time I would do this is if I had a lot of money. So it's like, you still paid for everything. You still paid for the venue. You still paid for the DJ and the lighting. You still paid for the catering. So if you're gonna expose your bride, your wife to be in front of everybody, you better have some money. Because otherwise, this is gonna be like a very costly expose. Like we're talking tens of thousands most likely. This looks like an expensive wedding. Probably at least 15, 20 grand, maybe even more. I know weddings get up to like hundreds of thousands. Some people spend $1 million.
My ex-wife was a Jehovah's Witness and she basically cheated on me with her relative. I feel like we could end there and I would be like, yeah, that's enough. I had the choice to break up with her and hide the truth from her family, but decided to make it public. She got excommunicated and her family doesn't talk to her. I don't regret it because I feel like I've done her a favor. Clearly she didn't want to be a Jehovah's Witness anymore. Double bonus, they stopped knocking on our door. Oh dang, that's wild. It's a little weird that she cheated on someone with her relative. Alright, that's a little weird. A little uncomfortable by that. I don't really know what you do in this situation. You know, I had the choice to break up with her and hide the truth or make it public, and at the end of the day I feel like that really is your decision, right? Was it the wrong thing? What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments what you think that this person should have done. Did they do the right thing? Should they have kept it hidden? I don't know. I don't feel like they should have, but maybe I'm wrong? I don't know.
I cheated on my wife with, well, why is the name blanked out? I want to know, I want to see who you cheated with. Maybe I could give him a call too. My side chick is pregnant. Please don't tell my wife and son. Ooh, take back what I said. Something about, I think it says I use nose candy because I don't think I can say that other word, but yeah. I guess maybe he told his wife and then his wife did all this, because how would the wife know that the side chick is pregnant? Unless it was like a coordinated effort of like the pregnant girlfriend told the wife, so the wife spray painted that side and the girlfriend spray painted the other side. Like I don't understand this really, but.
My ex cheated on me and dumped me for his mistress. Years later they got married and had 2 kids, but we reconnected and had an affair. I convinced him to leave his wife for me and he did. I dumped him as soon as the divorce was final. Horrible, I know. Now that I'm older, I feel pretty bad for doing that to the kids. Yeah. Yeah. That ending is exactly how that should have gone. Definitely like not her fault that he did those shady things in the beginning, but it definitely is her fault for doing the exact same thing, knowing how damaging that is, you know? Not to victim blame, I'm not victim blaming. Again, not her fault that that happened to her in the beginning, but you don't have a choice of what happens to you all the time, but you do have a choice of how you react. And this was maybe not the best reaction.
I have absolutely loved you. I've introduced you to my son, and I wanted to spend the rest of my life. However, last night, Chris told me about everything. You're cheating. Bye.
Okay. It could have been so good. I thought he was gonna flip her off. But the fact that he ended with and you're cheating, bah. Like it was just, you almost had it, man. You were coming around third base, you saw home plate, you were going, and then I don't know if you twisted your ankle or what, but you just fell right in front of home base. You could have ended that so well, you had everyone's attention, and then you had to just be like, bye. What are you doing, man? Who are you? Usher?
After tattoo artist Ryan L. Fitzgerald found out that his girlfriend was cheating on him, he didn't say anything. Why? Because she wanted him to tattoo a scene from Narnia on her back. Instead of giving his girlfriend what she wanted though, Fitzgerald tattooed a pile of poo with flies buzzing around it. He was sued for $100,000. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense that he was sued for $100,000. Probably not the best idea, but I'm sure it felt real good after that tattoo was done. Why would you cheat on somebody who's about to give you a tattoo? Is my question. Just seems like you're asking for trouble. Seems like you're asking for a pile of poo with flies buzzing around it to be tattooed on your back.
Scott Kelly has got a small pecker. The issue with this is I feel like it's flying behind everybody, so I feel like no one would see it. Unless it goes around the stadium, which again, you need a lot of money I feel like to pull that off. That has to cost at least, I don't know, I was gonna say 500, maybe 1500, I don't know, how much is it? Because I feel like plane fuel in general costs a lot of money. You also gotta hire a pilot, not anyone can just get into a plane and do that. Then you gotta get a banner big enough that reads that. Like I feel like the materials alone cost a lot.
William Lindauer pleaded guilty to spray painting the words, "My wife is a cheater," on his Colorado home back in March, but the seriously not funny kicker, Lindauer allegedly set the house on fire afterward. Thankfully, no one was hurt. Thankfully is right. Why would you spray paint a building only to immediately burn it down?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't really think that through.
Because at that point, no one's gonna see the spray paint. You know, that's not the only reason why you shouldn't burn down a building, but it's definitely up there in this specific situation. Payback.
Parabéns.
Ai, bolinha! Obrigada!
Ah, depois me fala se você gostou.
Oh boy. Okay, can I? Oh, I'll say it after. Why would she open it while the doors are locked, knowing she can't? I don't know. Whatever. I guess you shouldn't suspect anything, but like. What are they, cockroaches? They're cockroaches. The only thing I question is, like, if I was in a car with somebody and they gave me something and then they got out of the car and just checked all the doors to make sure they were locked, I would like look around and be like, what did you just give me? I question how legitimate that was. That's a little, or this lady has no sense of awareness of anything going on around her at all times, which is also a horrible thing to have happening. Like, you should be very aware of your surroundings regardless of who you are or where you are, so.
Some women have yard sales, others have ex-husband sales. After a Wisconsin woman divorced her husband, she advertised her sale around town and then threw a bunch of his stuff on her lawn and marked it free. As if that wasn't enough, she also slashed the tires on his car and spray painted the word cheater among other obscenities on it. Yikes. That was some real Carrie Underwood energy there. You know that song? She did all of those things. Slashed the tires, spray painted it. She just had to dug the key, you know? Sing those lyrics if you know.
Tattoo artist gets revenge on cheating girlfriend. Tattoo artist Ryan Fitzgerald was hit with a $100,000 lawsuit the other day by his ex-girlfriend Rosie Brovint after he tattooed a big pile of poop on her back. Rosie claims that her boyfriend was supposed to tattoo a scene from Narnia on her back, but instead tattooed an image of a pile of excrement with flies buzzing around it. Apparently Ryan found out that Rosie had cheated with a longtime friend of his, but instead of confronting her about it, he acted like everything was normal and hatched a plan for revenge. Moral of the story, never cheat on a tattoo artist. That's brutal. It's gonna hurt a lot. I wonder what the legality is here, but I'm also curious as to why she never wanted to see it the whole time through.
My husband made me homeless for a woman he was having an affair with. I don't want to go into details, but he made sure I had nowhere to live and had also been sleeping with her in our bed. One day when he was at work, I hired a rental van and a storage unit and emptied the entire apartment. I couldn't take the TV because he bought that before he met me, so I took all the cables from the back so he wouldn't be able to use it. That would be so annoying. If I ever like broke up with a partner I was living with, I would just take like the most annoying things possible, you know? Like that thing that goes in the toilet paper holder. You would have never checked that before I left. You wouldn't be like, let me make sure the toilet paper holder thing is still there. Maybe all the doorknobs if I could, just to be annoying.